month's speaker is Lynn Roberts of Lynn Roberts Wellness. The title of her talk is Living Grounded, and she's going to be talking about the importance of getting and staying grounded in today's world. She's an energy healer who helps people clear what's stuck, reconnect with themselves, and return to a more grounded, aligned way of living, guided by the wisdom of the natural world. Is that what it said? Yes. Yeah. She's a healer and coach at Circles of Joy, providing energy healing sessions to women who are seeking balance, peace, and harmony within their lives. Everyone, Lynn Roberts.
Yay. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Carol put this together for me. So I'm Lynn Roberts. I'm a healer here, and I have a really, really, really strong connection to the trees and to nature and to the elementals. In today's world, we all know how crazy it is. We all know how crazy I talk about the energy, but just the world in general, like everything that's happening, it's on fire. And people are, women in particular, I think, are just feeling, you just feel really, like you feel it, and you're just like, you turn on the news and you're like, what is happening? And you want to help, and you want to contribute, but you can't do that if you're not in your body. Like you can't be of help to somebody else if you're not in your body. If you're living up here and you're constantly worried and you're constantly stressed and you're constantly trying to figure things out, which as mothers and women, we do tend to live up here. It leads to obviously stress. It leads to sleep deprivation. It leads to, we all know the crappy stuff that happens when you're stressed. So what I try to do is to teach people how to get back in your body and how to really feel, just get grounded, basically, which is a term everybody throws it around. Like, what does it even mean to be grounded? It just means that you are in this moment. You are in this present moment. And when life is spiraling and you're whatever, worried about this, worried about that, watching the news, whatever, and it starts to affect you, your heart rate goes up and you have stress and all the things, and sleep deprivation and all the things, a way that you can come back into your body, a very simple way to do it, get outside and touch a tree. It sounds too good to be true. It sounds very simple, but there actually is a physiological thing that happens. It's the same thing when everybody loves the beach, right? Even people that don't like the beach come off the beach feeling better. They don't always know why. It's because the earth carries a negative charge. And when you step barefoot on the grass, on the beach, on whatever, you're actually neutralizing the free radicals that are in your body, which is going to reduce inflammation. It's going to lower cortisol levels, and it's going to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. So you're going to come out of fight or flight, and you're going to go into rest and reset. Obviously, can't always get to the beach, right? As much as we would want to. So when you're feeling super stressed, and luckily, like Ian was saying, it's summer, it's springtime, summertime, it's barefoot on the grass season. Mm-hmm. So you can take even 5 minutes. You can just take 5 minutes, and you can just go touch something living. It's really great if you can get barefoot and do it on the grass, because you have a lot more receptors in your feet for this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But if you can't, go touch a tree, go touch a flower, go touch a branch, go be in nature and just be there and just hold on to it. And we're going to do a little meditation in a few minutes. I'm going to have Carol play. There's a really, really great poem. Her name's Becky Helmsley. She's this British poet that she has a poem. It's called Breathe. And I'll have her, we can play it. I don't know how to do it.
You want to do it?
We can do it in a second.
You ready to do it now?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Just tell me how. But anyway,
I'm not sure.
This, how she explains it is exactly what being in the trees means to me. Mm-hmm. When I am amongst the trees, and I spend a tremendous amount of time with the trees. I actually, gets a little crazy, gets a little woo-woo. I actually talk to the trees and the trees talk to me. I actually communicate with the trees, and they give me a lot of wisdom. They give me a lot of guidance, and they've helped me. They really help me with my healings as well. I bring that energy into the healings that I do. I actually bring the spirits of the trees into the healings that I do too, which is kind of a new thing that's happening, which is really, really cool. That just kind of started popping up.
Arrow.
Oh, yeah, now you've got it.
Oh,
You gotta do
because
it.
it's all
Just kidding.
Way more than that.
It's not that easy.
it is. Okay, so this is just really quick. It's just a poem that I love that is written by Becky Helmsley. And I had her read it because she's got a British accent. She sounds way better than I do.
And hopefully
it's
she's
muted.
The volume
It's
on the
muted.
bottom, yeah.
right there.
So
thank
is
you.
it, you gotta hit the.
Yep,
Yeah.
thank you.
Shocked by her silence.
But we want to get back to the beginning now. Sorry.
There we go.
There you go.
She sat at the back, and they said she was shy. She led from the front, and they hated her pride. They asked her advice and then questioned her guidance. They branded her loud, then were shocked by her silence. When she shared no ambition, they said it was sad, so she told them her dreams, and they said she was mad. They told her they'd listen, then covered their ears, and gave her a hug, whilst they laughed at her fears. And she listened to all of it, thinking she should be the girl they told her to be best as she could. But one day, she asked what was best for herself instead of trying to please everyone else. So she walked to the forest and stood with the trees. She heard the wind whisper and dance with the leaves. And she spoke to the willow, the elm and the pine, and she told them what she'd been told, time after time. She told them she felt she was never enough. She was either too little or far, far too much. Too loud or too quiet, too fierce or too weak, too wise or too foolish, too bold or too meek. Then she found a small clearing, surrounded by firs, and she stopped. And she heard what the trees said to her. And she sat there for hours, not wanting to leave, for the forest said nothing. It just let her breathe.
It's a really great.
She sat at the back,
It's
and
an
they said she was
amazing
shy.
poem.
She led from the front, and they hated her pride.
Oh, we were going back to that?
Helmsley?
No, Becky Helmsley. Yeah.
H-E-L.
Helmsey. She's all over Instagram. That reel is I copied that on Instagram like a couple years ago. But she actually has some really great books too. I have the book that this one is in. She's got another really great one called Like a Girl, which is phenomenal for women empowerment. But anyway, I'm a huge fan. So that kind of explains why I was originally drawn to the woods and to the trees, because we know as women that we are constantly being told we're not enough, we're not doing enough, we're one place, we should be another place, our kids are doing this or not doing that, and it just gets to be super, super loud. So I found this poem right about the time that I started talking and realizing I could kind of hear what they were saying. And the cool thing about this, talking with the trees, and Wendy will tell you this, that anybody can do it. It's not just a me thing. It's just, I speak tree, as I've been told. But this is something that everybody can do. You just have to connect in, and this is what we're going to do in this meditation, is this new way that actually, this is weird, but a tree told me how to do this meditation to show you guys, which is a very cool thing. But all it is we're just going to have you, just to go through it a little bit, we're just going to have you kind of fill up your own energy field, right? And just kind of feel it, and just kind of feel into yourself and get grounded. And then you're going to pick a tree. Doesn't have to be real. Just imagine a tree, your favorite tree, whatever. It doesn't matter. It can be one from a book. It doesn't matter. The energy is the same. And then you're essentially going to just kind of merge your two energy fields, as opposed to putting your hands on it. You're just going to kind of walk into the energy field of the tree. It's a very cool thing. And then I'll give you a second just to kind of listen and feel into it. And maybe they'll give you a message, maybe they won't. Maybe it's just a good feeling, maybe whatever. But it's a cool thing, and I've done it a couple of times by myself, and it's a really cool, it's a cool exercise to do. So if everybody wants to get comfy, take a deep breath, put your feet on the floor. Does anyone need anything? Anyone need to be more comfy? Okay. So I'm gonna have you all close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one more time. And as you exhale, start to feel your feet on the floor. Start to feel your sits bones on your seat. Start to feel the alignment of your spine. And just start to kind of settle in and let your body just relax and breathe. That's okay. And then I want you to imagine that there are roots coming out of the bottoms of your feet. And they are digging and growing into the earth. And if you don't like the feeling of that, you can also imagine roots coming up from the earth, wrapping around your feet, wrapping around your ankles. However you want to feel that connection to Mother Earth, you do whatever's comfortable for you. And as you feel that, you start to feel those roots going deep, deep down into the earth. And they start to spread out. And as you breathe in, you will breathe in the energy of Mother Earth. You breathe in her light, breathe in her love, breathe in her beautiful magnificence. And just let it fill your body, however that feels comfortable for you. And as you breathe this light in, I'd like you to bring it up your legs, up through your belly, and into your heart space. And just really feel into that heart space and really feel that love and feel that light and that comfort. And as you do that, let your heart expand. Let that feeling of that light and that love just fill in the space around you. Out to the edges, about 2 or 3 feet out from your body, that's your energy field. And just feel that love and feel that light and feel that groundedness that only the earth can give you. Now I'd like you to take a moment and picture any tree that you like. Maybe it's a favorite tree that you have in your yard. Maybe it's a tree you've seen in the book. Maybe it's an imaginary tree. It doesn't matter. The energy is all the same. And as you stand in front of that tree, feeling the energy field that you just created around your body, know that each tree also has its own energy field around its body. And it is pure love and light, and it's pure earth. There is nothing malevolent, there is nothing negative. It is purely honest and loving. And then I'd like you to imagine stepping into that tree, merging those two energy fields, and really feel that feeling of groundedness that a tree can give you. And feel those roots. And just notice where that is in your body. And notice if you're hearing anything, if you're seeing anything, anything that comes up at all, just take note of it. And just stand there in that deliciousness for just a few minutes. And just know that in this present moment, you are safe, you are secure, and you are connected to all that is. And then after a minute, thank the tree for inviting you in. And you thank it for any wisdom that it has given you. And feel its love and feel its light. And then go ahead and take a step back from the tree. Still feeling your own energy field, still feeling that love, still feeling that heart space. And just take a second to appreciate and thank all that the tree has given you. And you can make your way back into your body, back into this room. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your seat in the chair. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes.
I think I did it wrong.
You can't do it wrong.
Okay, because that was hilarious.
Then you did it absolutely right. Would you like to share?
Oh my god. Sure. And somehow I dragged you into my meditation.
Perfect.
I didn't hear what you said, what?
I can't understand her either.
Somehow I dragged you into it too.
Perfect.
So I lost you somewhere in the point of like, think of your favorite tree or whatever. And I'm cycling through because there's like a couple that I drive by and I think they're just amazing how they've grown and their branches. And there's one particular one that like the last windstorm, a huge limb of it came down, and it's a public road. So I've been like debating whether I'll just like snatch that branch.
Go for it.
You know, my husband would love it for like the wood stove, but I just want it like I just want
Right.
it because it's gorgeous, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I look at it and it makes me feel happy.
Trees love to be honored in that way. They really do. They love it when we pay attention to them. So
Well, okay, cool, because then this, you know, this works out, because then somehow my dream of having a mini truck, I want a mini truck someday. I dragged you into it, you joined me in my mini truck, and we just stole that branch and brought it home and sat on
Excellent.
it, and that's why I was
Glad I
cracking
can
up
help you.
laughing, and I apologize.
No,
if I
you
was-
don't have to. No,
That's
that's
right.
really
I think that's
You
not
didn't-
stealing.
you
just steal it.
That's right.
Okay.
And
You
Yeah.
rehomed
that
it.
is that means that you're actually really good at meditation, because
Yeah.
what you've done, you were able to get into it,
Okay.
and you were able
'Cause then
to for it to, as opposed to just be like, oh no, I should be thinking of this tree. I should be thinking. No, you just
That's
go
I
with
did,
it.
I did
It's-
that trick.
It's a very common thing to if you're not used to meditating, if it's not something you do every day, to question what you're seeing, what you're getting. That's why I love this kind of meditation, because it really, it's harmless. Who
Right.
gives a crap what you hear and what you see? I just know from my own experience, from how I live my life, it's real. That what you're connecting with that tree, it's a real thing. Trees are sentient beings, and they each have a soul and they each have a spirit. So
Branch wants to come home with you.
yes, Wendy.
So speaking of not wanting to force it, I saw a big fluffy tree that was on a book cover, and then all of a sudden it turned into the leftover broccoli stalk that my husband brought home yesterday that I had for lunch today. I'm like, it's just big. It's a big, juicy, probably GMO'd broccoli stalk, and I'm like,
Did it say anything to you?
yeah, yes.
That's what it said.
It said, "Peace be with you,"
There
and
you
it
go.
said, it either said "You are whole and complete," or it said "I am whole and complete."
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's a message. Something's whole and complete.
Yeah.
That's all.
Maybe
You
both.
know,
Yeah.
we are. We're always whole and complete. Whatever's happening in the present moment is exactly what's supposed to be happening in the present moment. So,
Broccoli.
so yeah.
Broccoli.
I love that. When you started talking, with everything going on in my life growing up, it was very interesting how drawn, I could almost cry I was to trees. Like I have so many pictures of me hugging trees and just laying on trees, and my former husband, one of the first cards he ever got was a picture of a young girl like laying up against a tree. And so I used to lay in the back of the car when my family would go on very long, like just rides, whatever, and I'd lay in the back of the seat and just like look at trees like endlessly. And so when you started talking about trees, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm such a tree person.
Yeah. They
and-
really, they're so helpful.
Yeah, and when I was doing the meditation, it was a tree of Cropalo that I remember this one particular tree that I hung out with when I was at Cropalo.
Yeah.
And all I felt was, you are safe, you are loved. And that was the message. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. That's amazing. Yeah. So next time you're super stressed, and next time, I know Anne, you had said last month.
I did
that you
hug
were-
some trees.
See, did it help?
It did.
It does help. It really
Was it
does.
like waiting for a car to come by?
I know,
I'm
that's
like,
the
I hope
thing.
they don't see
I am
me.
like that
Who
person.
cares?
That's like my like I'm like this against a tree in the middle of a public park. Like I do not give.
Right, the problem is my favorite trees are blue spruce. I mean, they're not very huggable.
They're not very huggable.
But I will tell you, I have a tree. It's my favorite tree. My friend that I used to teach with for Arbor Day bought every kid in the school
Oh wow.
this big.
Yeah.
And so I send him a picture every year
Oh,
of the tree
that's awesome.
with my youngest standing next to it.
Oh,
and
that's
it is,
amazing.
It's now like, it's probably like 15 feet tall. But I say hi to it when I mow the lawn and I talk to it, and guess what it gave me yesterday?
What did it give you?
This little teeny, I mean, it was like this big bird's nest sitting next to it. Sitting next, I mean, like this big.
Yeah.
Like clearly from last year because it was like a little bit loose, like it had been through the winter.
Right.
But
Yeah, they are. I mean, the trees. This is with everything that's happening in the world and all the energy and so forth. I don't know if you've heard people say the veil is thin and things like that. The trees are talking. Mother Earth is talking. She's not pleased, and she is ready for a 7th extinction level event if we don't get our shit together. Like, that's a thing that can happen in the next whatever couple thousand years. So this is why a lot more people are experiencing what I experience in talking to the trees. But my experience with it goes much deeper than what most people are going to do. You're not going to go out and have the conversations I have with trees, but when you're super stressed, go touch a tree and they'll be there. And you can do this in person. You can just go, you don't have, to do it virtually. You can just go, Wendy's done it a couple of times, you just go touch the tree and they'll talk to you if you're listening and you're really paying attention, you're not questioning what you're getting. They're full of wisdom and they love it when we communicate with them.
Do you think if you just don't question why you are and what's happening in general, because you're present is the way to live your life?
Absolutely, 1000%. This is what they teach you. I hear this from them
listen.
all the time. All the
Just
time.
be present
To be
here.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear it all the time. So, well,
Thank
good.
you.
You're welcome. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.